Hello everybody and welcome to this speed build today. Today I'm just building a quick modern bachelor pad, I would say. It could very well go for a girl or a guy. I tried to make it as gender neutral as possible. Yes, the house does include some custom content. I'm sorry about that. There's no, that's what I decided to fit best in the house, and I'm sorry. It took me a while to get the shape right of the house, and once I did, I kind of went with it. It's a very odd shape, I would say, more so than others. Here I was just mainly testing out where I wanted the second floor to go. This house is just a 2-story, 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom house. The bedroom and the bathroom upstairs in a loft style house area, and the rest of the house is downstairs. There is, like as I said earlier, there is custom content. Here I'm just getting the shape right of the house, and as I do, trying to add adding some window detail so it's not all straight walls and bland. I fiddled with the colors for a while, trying to figure out what I wanted to do, because I thought I wanted a green door, and then I changed my mind, and it just took a while. Eventually I went with the plain wood door and went with a coral color, the white, I would say artist brick, and a gray paneling, that's right. Sorry. I'm having just a little bit of a blank there, and there are the final colors, and I moved them onto their own individual wall so I can put in the windows where I want them to go, or actually put up the colors on where I want them instead of having to worry about copy and pasting it. Here we're getting to the final shape of the house. There's one more thing I do to make it the correct shape, thankfully. So I'm just gonna talk about my channel as a whole right now. If you follow my Binding of Isaac series, you know that as awkward as it is, I cannot talk to myself by myself, which is what I'm doing right now, and it kind of just feels awkward, but at least I'm not playing a game. So I do have Binding of Isaac, I do have Prison Architect, I have my Sims 4 series, and I'm thinking about starting a Sims 4 challenge, as well as a Sims 3 series, which I haven't completely decided about. So that's a good possibility that'll happen. Not sure yet. I do know that there will be a Minecraft series posted on Fridays. Prison Architect and The Sims, or Prison Architect is supposed to be up today, which will go up today along with the speed build. Speed builds will be posted whenever I feel like posting them. The Sims 4 LP is going to be posted on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Minecraft on Fridays. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday is Binding of Isaac, and a couple other things I can't remember off the top of my head right now. So yeah, look forward to those. I'm going to tell you the idea for this house was in Townhouse, so I did not put walls or windows along one of the walls. I just left it blank. Here I was just trying to figure out the floor plan and where I wanted everything to go. I knew I wanted a double set of stairs, so that stays right there. It took me a while to get windows, and this wall that's just one space off from the side of the house is just like a sunshade. So that's that. I do put floor trim around all the windows. Sorry, my phone went off there, and I probably should have fixed that. Let me turn that off. So yeah, once this goes up, I took a minute to find some floor tile that I liked, and instead of painting the walls right away, I do decorate the entire house first. That's how I do it, or decorate the room it's in first, just because that's how I like to play the game and build. Let's see. Yeah, I was trying to get the trim around the top, and it wouldn't do it unless there was a technical room above it, so I was having to place like patios to make it look, to get the same idea that I was going for. I did have some on this partition wall, which was not supposed to be there. There is some on the that looks awkward just by looking at some of the stuff. And I moved the mailbox. This is a little weird. Here I was just trying to figure out the floor plan, and I know I wanted the kitchen to go behind that wall towards the door. I could not figure out where to put the dining room. That ends up going under the stairs. It's just a table for 3 people, and I don't know who this house is going to be built for. And I noticed here that I was having a lighting glitch where everything looked like it was being lit outside. And I do fix that shortly and after I notice it, which is about now. I couldn't figure out why for a while. So I was sitting here trying to figure out why the lighting glitch was happening. And eventually when I go to build the bathroom, I realized that, oh, the entire house is technically being lit like it's outside because of the stairs. So I have to go through and fix all that and then repaint the outside of the house, which was really annoying. So that was a problem. And then I go fix the bathroom. I change out this giant window for a smaller one before moving on. And right here I'm just adding some railing about where the desk is going to go. I'm trying to paint all the stuff, and I wanted to bring some of the outside in, so I brought the paneling inside. And now we're just going on to this. I'm picking wallpaper. I had an idea of what I wanted. I wanted the red, so I was having to pick through that. And I ended up picking not this one, but the other one that was the option, because I liked having more colors on my palette instead of just having to stick with those 3 or 4. Sorry. And then I couldn't decide where I wanted it to go, and eventually I just put it on a couple walls and moved on. Yeah, here I'm just having issues. I changed it there, as you can see, and then I was trying to decide what colors I wanted. And I do change the walls and leave the floor. Actually, I changed the floor to a blacker color, and the walls are much lighter. This was me trying to figure out what I wanted to do. I do know, yeah, I changed the walls to white, that's right. Along the windows I changed them to white, and then along here I changed it to a yellowy tannish color. And here I'm just fiddling with the floors. I couldn't decide, and I eventually settled on a black flooring. And I do furnish the upstairs first. And I was having issues figuring out what kind of furniture I wanted. Here I was having issues and I couldn't figure out what I wanted. So eventually I went with the outdoor retreat stuff after I fiddled with other stuff in the meantime. Took me a while to figure out what I wanted. And I wanted them to have clocks that were different times. So just imagine those clocks are at different times. Makes me feel a whole lot better if you do. Yeah, here I decided I want an outdoor retreat. So then I changed the side tables so they match a little bit better. And it's not just awkwardly there. I do put this rug there and leave it gray. I should change this desk to a darker color and I just did not. Oops. I brought the orange to the wall, and here I'm just trying to make a dual monitor computer. And I did eventually. It's just not, you just can't make it work. So there's a dual monitor computer, and then I just add some books on the floor, a little bit of clutter. I do add a light as well. I don't remember where exactly. There we go. I'm saying it. So there's that, and then I add some clutter on the desks and some plants. I do not add window coverings because I could not find some that actually worked. I did try. On and off camera on both occasions. Then here I'm just adding some wall decorations, some heart signs and some neon signs. And then we just add a couple of wall painting coverings. And you're about to start seeing the custom content in a second once I get it up. Yep. Nope. Yeah. But yeah, I should have added stuff to the bedside table and I just didn't. Then yeah, here's where I'm trying to figure out what I wanted to do with that. So I just changed my mind and move on to the bathroom after adding some lighting. And in the bathroom is relatively easy. We add blue wallpaper and white tiles and the brick from outside. just to make it light. And we add some white counters, and then we add very, very modern finishes to the bathroom. There is a bathtub, there's a shower, there's a sink, and all that. Everything you need. I did not add a bathrobe like I should have, but oh well. It's too late now. Moving on to the kitchen, these counters are custom content, and I only downloaded them because I liked the fact that that everything in the set matched, instead of like the base game version of these. You would come across a problem that the bar would not match the counter itself, like the wood pattern wouldn't line up. So I got this instead. We do not add much in the kitchen. We just add a spoon jar, sink, and a fire alarm, as well as a stove and all that. A stove and fridge, china cabinets, and I'm just trying to figure out where I wanted to put everything. I'm turning off move objects so I can make sure everything fits under the stairs just fine, and then I turn it back on so I can do some landscaping later. I do add gray wallpaper around the area, and I do change it a little bit. Moving on to this room, I'm pulling out the stuff I want to use here. I do connect those couches so they look like an L-shaped couch. And those two red tables go up against the wall to look like a entrance area. And I do add a couple more tables to look like an L-shaped table around the corner. I should have connected them all and I didn't think about it until now, so that's my bad. Here I'm just trying to figure out a flooring, and I left this very, very neutral. Just added some books and some books. I don't remember all exactly what I added. I did add an emergency plan kit from the outdoor retreat expansion, I believe. Here's where I'm doing the L-shaped thing. L-shaped corner table. And I decided to use these tables. And here I'm just trying to make them join and connect. I wanted to use them to make paintings look like they were sitting on the table. So I take some paintings and lower them down to table height. And eventually I just left the one and started putting some random stuff around the area. Like this. Other than that, this house is relatively done. I think we just have some landscaping to do, as well as lighting and adding a few more finishing touches. There, us adding the emergency kit. I know it just into the table, but there's nothing I can do about that. Let's see, what else do I add? That, I believe, is actually the end of the house itself, besides me painting the walls and adding a doormat. I think I paint the walls blue. I remember that. I did this not too long ago, and I'm just recording now. And, I added a guitar and an easel, and I added some paintings on this wall after entering the hidden objects sheet. So, entering the hidden objects sheet after adding some flowers, I believe, here in a second, if I am right about this. Oh, apparently I don't add all this. Oh, I added a rock there. It's amazing what you can forget in between recording the video and recording your commentary. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little sick right now. Here I'm going to add 2 of these paintings actually, and I'm going to angle them. And I wanted to try to get some variety, but I couldn't find another good one to go in this space, so I just angled them like that and tried to see if I could find something that could fit under there nicely. I did add some keys next to the guitar just for some decorative. And that's about the house done, actually. I hope so, at least, because that should be. Oh, I did add an aquarium on the table, because I was going through all the buy-to-bug cheats, all the buy-to-bug objects that, yeah. And yeah, there's the aquarium. And then I scrolled through to see if I can find anything else to add, and I could not. Yeah, I was looking, Yep, that's about that. And then shortly after we add lighting, we should be moving on outside to the exterior. I believe about now. here I'm trying to figure out where I wanted to put the pool. I knew I wanted a pool in the backyard. I didn't know where or how. I wanted a pool. Yeah, I tried angling it first, which didn't look good to me. I tried putting it there, which didn't look good either. So eventually I just deleted all the flooring that I put down and put the pool where I wanted it to be. Here in a minute, I can't, yeah, there goes the flooring, goodbye. And then I put the pool down where I want it to go, and then I paint a pathway to it with the Terrain paints. Shortly. There we go. I add a little planter pot for anybody that wants to be a gardener. And this house does not cost anything close to the starting budget, so I'm sorry this is not a starter house. This is more of a $80,000 house, I believe, if I remember right. I don't, actually. Yeah, we're gonna add some pool lights here. I believe, yeah, pool lights around the pool. And then we're gonna add some painter pots. Shortly, I believe, yep, there we go. I changed them to a lighter wood texture and then add some dirt around them, like a pathway. I think about adding some toward like a table under the trees, but then I changed my mind afterwards. I did not. I don't think I did much more landscaping back in the backyard, which I really should have. I just did not. Here I added a hedge barrier, or up the entire side of the house, signifying that this was their end of the house. And here I'm just adding some plants to give it a more homey feel. Just a little bunch. I add some rocks. And yeah, that's about it. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye!